Hey guys, it's Shy. First, I just want to say thank you to everyone who watched my last videos. And please remember to like, subscribe, and share. And don't be shy to leave a comment. Today, I want to talk to everyone about how important it is to put yourself first, to make things about you. The reason why it's so important for us to connect with who we truly are is because there's no way that we can step into our missions and be who God intended us to be unless we connect with who we truly are. The more that we connect with our inner beings, with our souls, and who we truly are, that's how we step into our gifts. Everyone has gifts, spiritual gifts. But if you're not tapped into who you are, and if you don't know who you are, your identity in Christ, there's no way for you to step into those gifts and to be of service to everyone. That's another reason why it's so important for us to put ourselves first. You cannot be of service to anyone unless you are of service to yourself. Meaning you can't be of service to your husband, you can't be of service to your children, you can't be of service to people that you want to help. You know, I really want women to know who they are and to know how important it is to know who you are, for you to be the spiritual leaders in your home. Um, we are, as women, we are very powerful. And it's not just something that's, cute to say that we are magic, or you know, empowerment is all about knowing who you are, um, and using that power for the better good. And when I say the better good, I mean for not just for your family to benefit from, but for everyone to benefit from. I really want to just help people close that gap between you and you. Um, the things that are stopping you or blocking you from love, from who you truly are. So Ephesians 6:12 says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against the principalities, against the powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against the spiritual wickedness in high places." So I just want to break that down to you guys just a little. Okay, principles. A fundamental, primary, or general law or truth from which others are derived. So if you look up derived, the first definition would be to receive or obtain from a source or an origin. And the second definition would be to trace from a source or an origin, or which is where you originated from. So this goes back to God's intentions before He formed us. In this spiritual war that we are in, where the things that we are experiencing physically are really an illusion, because everything that is real is in the spiritual. And this is why it's so important for us to, stay in alignment, to stay connected, spiritually connected to who we truly are. When we are not in alignment, we step out of love. Anytime we step out of alignment, we step out of love, and we are nothing. And if you heard me, I talked in my other video about how I give myself a little time, and when I'm experiencing lower vibrational emotions, and after that I do nothing, because when we are not in alignment, we are nothing. Anytime we step out of love, we are nothing. And that's why you feel like nothing, because you are nothing until you step back into love. As women, as the leaders of our home, it is so important for us to stay spiritually connected, so for us to be the spiritual leaders in our home. Okay, so 2 Timothy 1:7 speaks about how for God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. So this is why it's so important for us to, you know, control the things that we focus our attention on and the things that we think about. Because anytime we have a thought of fear or any doubt or fear, we are stepping out of love. And God is not there. When we step out of love, we lose our power as women. Anyone that steps out of love loses their power. And that's how we have our power, by connecting to who we truly are. And we lose our power and our sound mind, like Second Timothy says. For God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. So when we step out of love, we no longer have a sound mind. This is why we are so confused as individuals, and we live our lives just doing and being, and truly not knowing what we're doing, why we're here. We're not fulfilling our purposes, and this is something that really has to change. The devil is the author of confusion. So anytime you're confused, you lose that power. You lose that power because you're stepping away from who you are. Romans 12:2 says, "And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind." And that's why it's so important for us to change our patterns of thinking, like I spoke about in the past video. So I just want to, touch bases on a couple of things. My background, I was raised Christian, but I've always been a spiritual person. I've always been connected spiritually, even from a child. I was always manifesting, even before I knew what manifesting was. I'm not any religion, but on my journey spiritually, the things that I would receive spiritually was lined up with the Bible. God showed me in the Bible all the things that I received spiritually, and that's why I'm reading the Bible to you. I'm not, we don't have the entire Bible, but what we do have is for us today. And if you are getting information, spiritual information, you will receive confirmations from God. To all the women out there and whoever holds the divine feminine energy, it is so important for us to stay in alignment. Like I was saying, I just want all of us to stay focused on you, stay focused on who you are, who God intended you to be, and not to put our focus on another's soul, someone else's soul, you know, especially not just on this twin flame journey, but on every journey begins with you. You know, we are born into this world as individuals, and we leave as individuals, and the most important relationship you will ever have with anyone on this earth will be the relationship you have with yourself. And so just think about how much time you spent with yourself. Are you neglecting your soul? Are you making things about you, or are you making things about others? And as long as you're making things about others, there's always going to be a void. You're always going to feel a void because you're not making things about you. And you are here for you to fulfill God's purpose. I just want to be here to help people look within, not look to someone else for answers. All of your answers are within you. You can't look outside of you for answers. That's just stepping into organized religion, looking outside of you instead of looking within for the answers. If you look outside of you, that has to do with someone else's soul. You should, and also, um, we have to stop looking, for a card reader to give us answers for ourselves, or, you know, what should I do to please a man, or to have a man call me, or to have someone do this. It's when are you going to make things about you? When are you going to hold yourself at the same standards that you hold everyone else to? You want others to make it about you, but you haven't made your life about you. I pray that this message resonates with someone, and even if it's just one person that decides, to start living in their truth, and to start making every day about them, and to start loving themselves a little more, and to start spending time with you, and to start, how much time do you throughout your day within the 24 hours spend with you? You know, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't make things about me. And I want the best for all of you. So I love you. And like I said, I'm always here if anyone has any questions about anything. Um, my email and everything is below. So, you know, you guys have a blessed day and a blessed weekend. And I love you.